Oh my fucking god, it's Starfield. Wow. Holy. Can't believe it.
Hello, Captain.
Hey, man. Wow. I'm playing Starfield. I'm so excited. Oh, we got some low G's, man. Well, this doesn't really speed me up. Maybe it does. Ooh. Procedural? Artifact? Anything to find in here?
What does your scanner reveal?
Some neodymium. Where's my cutter? Oh, I accidentally sold my fucking cutter. What the fuck? The fuck did I do that? I knew something was weird, man. When I sold a couple times ago. I accidentally sold something. I wish I could lock stuff in. God forbid some basic quality of life, right? Sell all of this junk you're always picking up. Stop picking shit up at this point, man. I don't even think I can get anything here. One quantum essence. I was just a normal dude. Not even shoot it. Not as good as the laser, but. That was riveting. Well, I'd like to buy a cutter. In about 6.5 hours. I need to drop my car off at the mechanic. So I'll probably take like an hour break then. And then hopefully they can find out what's going on, if anything, and
hope you're finding
get done
everything.
with it.
Oh, please take a look.
Well, we'll see.
Appreciate the business.
All right. Talk to Vladimir to locate temples. Might as well grab it real quick. Not like it really saves much time. Probably lose time if anything. Should just come back with all of them. Just because we're technically close, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's all about how many times you hit the menu, really. It's all fast traveling, so. But in terms of immersion, I'm in the area, right?
But this, if you are free soon, could we talk? Never would I have imagined to encounter something like these Starborn. After all that we have, regardless of how impossible they may have seemed before now, I agree we should keep looking for. Clearly, these Starborn are connected to the art. Did they make these things? Have they Yes. We will need to be on our guard from now on. They seemed. We should return to our search then.
Okay.
Good luck. Keep both eyes on the back while you're out there. Been poring over the charts. Burning helium across. Let's deal. Draw the words another time then.
Alright. Got multiple options here. Go do more generic temples. Or go do more procedural mines with artifacts in them. I'm surprised they actually are putting this in the main story.
Enemy's jump drive is offline. Enemy's grab drive has been shut down. Their grab drive is crippled. They're not escaping. Target's grab drive has been knocked offline. You're in over your head. Grab drive down. We can't jump. Ah. Whoa.
The factor got their grab drive.
They've lost grab jump capability. Enemy's grab drive has been position.
Godo. Looking swell, buddy. Looking swexy. Thought I'd mix a swell in sec.
Landing site looks clean. Let's set it down.
How we feeling though, man? Feeling like seeing some
indigenous
procedural
landslides.
environments back to back in the main
Less thing to
story.
worry about, I suppose.
No? Well, that's what we got. Better acquire the taste. Oh, it is, yeah. As we can see. Kind of nice rocky, you know. That of the Starborn. Just kind of over there. I don't think they actually do anything. I think they just land. That's it. The Dragonborn, yeah. The unique naming in this game. The Neon City Neon. New Atlantis. The Starborn.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here.
We've got company.
I wouldn't say the lore is terribly interesting, no. I'd say it's worse world building than Fallout and Elder Scrolls easily. You mean like the things you do? I mean, not in particular. It's not like just fucking rancid, but the setting. It's like a really sterile space. It's just humans. It's just slightly different factions who were at war at one point that just settle different parts of space.
Apparently, when freezing to death, one may...
The story, you know, is you trying to figure out what these artifacts are for, but it feels kind of just like First Contact, alien stuff, or maybe some kind of time shit. I don't know, I don't think the world building's been very deep. I mean, other than the colony war and like a little bit about each faction, which there's not many, it's pretty much just the Freestar Collective and DC, which other than some of them being more free rednecks and the others being slightly more corporate, I mean, they feel kind of the same. Like, that's only in their capital cities. But Freestar also has the cyberpunk area, so it's like, they don't feel really distinct. I mean, there's some nice looking bits here and there, some of the handcrafted shit, but I think everything's so disjointed, and there's so much lore and stuff they don't really like, you know, like stuff about grav jumps and all that, they don't really deliver, or it's not really interesting in its own right, or nothing you've never heard that kind of just blows. I think the general writing too. I mean, can you make a more grounded, you know, 300 years after humanity left Earth and has split up and settled the galaxy and been at war with each other occasionally? Can you make a cool story on that? It's like, yeah, with enough cool writing and stuff like that, right? I mean, Disco Elysium is really cool, and it takes place in like a little fucking town, right? Like, and there's lore and stuff there I'm interested in, but and this is just like, I think too much inconsequential shit's going on in the side quests, and the big stuff is like, you might get into some cool stuff, but it's not terribly like the whole Freestar Collective faction was just like running around essentially like doing fetch quests and like doing some very light sleuthing just to find out there's a corrupt official or a corrupt businessman at the end. Like, it doesn't really like you get to learn a little bit about the Freestar Collective from it, just by proximity of being near places, but like, it's not really super revealing. I guess the UC one was better. That one you learn about xenoweapons and stuff that, you know, has been outlawed in the war, and how that they came to an agreement, like an armistice, where they, you know, hid away a bunch of secrets collectively, like all the factions did, so that they couldn't be used in wartime, and, you know, that they killed some of the major leaders as like payment, but then they didn't, and like, you know, there's cool stuff there where it feeds into the world building, but also kind of the momentum of what's going on in the side quest story. But most stuff is not like that. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it has very rich lore or anything. It's a very sterile kind of, takes itself too seriously space game, but I don't think with the writing chops to really make it work.
Experience a warm, cozy feeling. I would prefer not to verify that firsthand.
I mean, in a way it feels distinct, probably because of like the NASA punk thing they're going for, but like, I don't find it terribly like engaging. I think it's just a multitude of reasons why. It's hard for it to feel really connected and immersive too when everything's like loading screens and connected over like long moments of where you don't have any control. It's just you warping into different areas, and sure, maybe space would be like that in the future, but it doesn't have that scale and connectivity it would in like a Fallout map or an Elder Scrolls map. And they could make it feel that way, but there's just so much that undercuts the immersion that even if it had good lore, it kind of, I don't think it would save it. I don't know. We'll be doing some more factions today in main story. Doing a little main story right now. And we'll see from there. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what you're after too. Like, do you want more? Oh god, I feel like I've seen this area before.
Whoa, something's out there.
But this is main story, isn't it? I mean, I guess they've been reusing procedural shit for main story. But it kind of depends on what you're after. Like, you could say, well, this is more grounded. It's like if what planets really were and stuff. But it's like it's got space magic and stuff, so they don't even really go all the way on it. But I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with the idea of like a realistic, grounded, even though it's not, like, space game. It doesn't always have to be like Mass Effect or something, some crazy Star Wars bullshit, right? Where it's like super extreme and there's aliens and crazy stuff. I mean, that's more fun, more creative, but you want to do something that's more humans and near future. It's like, that's fine, you know, just have the writing and the nuance and the, you know, all the mechanisms of what's happened with humanity and where they are, and like have that be really interesting, you know. I'm fine with just like solid writing in whatever setting, but yeah, it's just not a setting that like is immediately gripping, and 50 hours in it's not really changed. It's like, at least with like Fallout or Elder Scrolls, the novelty of like being in some kind of like over the top stylized, you know, fantasy or like semi, you know, alternate future is like kind of cool, right? I'm rambling, but it's interesting because I'm not like just bored or anything, but it's not, I wouldn't call it good. There's just like so many reasons why. I don't know why I'm stealthing. It just takes longer. I mean, it's just like more fun. I want to like
Always
try it.
Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Give it a go, you know? Like in reality, I don't need to do almost any of this shit. Like looting and stuff. Like, it just doesn't matter. It's like, it's fun to loot. I can just walk up and shoot everybody and probably never even get hurt, but yeah, I've seen this before, man, I think. It's really interesting they use procedural stuff in the main story. That's what I was thinking, like maybe they made these areas for the story and then they just also make them for the procedural areas. And again, they're not really like unique enough. I need to take some damage anyways for my perk. Yeah, I've been in this before. We did it yesterday. I don't know if it has the same data log, but this is that giant labyrinth I was in, where I thought it was like unique, but I guess it's not. And if it's not the same, it's fucking really close, man.
Meet your death.
Get him! Get him! Oh.
I mean, it's not like it's just a completely just failed, poorly put together world from the ground up. Like, I mean, you understand the factions, you kinda get like what they're about and some of their history, right? Like, it's effective in the sense that like you know a history, you know the people kind of and the state of things. You know, they have a little intrigue. Like, there's another faction, the House Varian, the major third one, that have just totally disappeared for the most part, and so it's like, oh, what's that gonna be about? It's probably the story.
And once again, we are triumphant.
But I don't know. I feel like the concepts, like, oh, this faction had X, and this faction used, you know, bioweapons. You understand the game's boring history. I mean, that's what I mean. Is like, yeah, that's not really high marks. There's a level beneath that where it's like it doesn't even really make sense, or there is like barely anything. But I mean, that with enough style would be fine, right? It just gets by on fucking just looks or something. Right? I feel like this kind of game with a lot of writing, a big world you're supposed to explore, right? They need to have some kind of strength in world building and lore. If anything, I'd almost rather not know more, so that I'd like want to figure it out, right? Almost like a fucking when I'm playing like Armored Core, like, you know. What? Or like a fucking FromSoft game or something. I don't remember what I was gonna say though. There was something important. I need to take a little bit more damage there. Damage. You know, it's like one faction is like, we used mechs, one faction's like, we used bioweapons, you know, that kind of thing. That could be cool, right? But like, it's nothing you haven't really like heard of or thought of, and it's everything, just the delivery of it's so sterile, and they don't really like take these like, I feel like kind of basic sci-fi kind of concepts or tropes and like really, I like have the writing chops to like turn that into something that's interesting without needing to like gloss it up or embellish it or make it stylized or something. I mean, that stuff's totally fine. Like, I mean, that's a great way to do it. But yeah, I just don't think there's like nuance or depth of writing that's just like, oh yeah, you know, these really basic, you know, very human, simple factions are doing these things. I mean, they try to kind of make it stylized at times. Like, the capital of like the Freestar Collective is like a cowboy town, but it's like it's not like hyper stylized and like fun. It's just kind of like they just are kind of like Americano a little bit, and they wear like cowboy hats, but otherwise it's like just kind of basic people who don't act any different. There's not really like a feeling of like culture in this game. Everybody has like different accents, but they're all just like some, you know, Earth accent. You know, they might be like, oh, I don't like the UC, or oh, the Freestar Collective is assholes, or I don't like the pirates or the bandit spacers, you know. Like, it just doesn't really go beyond that. Like, you might get some feel of some of the cities and their problems if you do enough quests, but for just such a simple kind of like lore, I just don't think they back it up with enough depth. Like at that point, might as well just make it hyper interesting, and you know, every planet's got some wildly different creative space thing, right? Like I get, you know, they didn't want to make a game with space whales and giant mushrooms and like fucking, you know, crazy aliens that do nuts shit. I mean, there is a bunch of aliens. They're just like fucking, you know, monsters that you fight. Like I get it, but like, what do they have, right? If not novelty, if not creativity, then I feel like you need like an immersive world I can really bite into, and it's just like not there. Like, it's still fun to put some perk points in, even though they come too slow. It's fun to like shoot dudes. You know, like I said, you do understand the world, and you're kind of like curious where it'll go, even if it's like a morbid curiosity. Man, I went through this exact labyrinth yesterday. That's crazy. And this isn't the main story. I never thought we'd actually see a main story use some of this procedural shit. I don't know why I didn't think so.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Line them up!
I need you to hit me, dude.
This all you got? Opening fire!
Okay, or not. I need to take damage. Ask yourself, why even care about the damage perk if like you never get hit? It's like, well, that'd be a good question if you asked. It doesn't really matter. I did that yesterday too. Shot that exact thing through that fucking thing, and it didn't do any single thing. Oh well. Oh, I thought that would work. I don't really want to do this. I'll just use the auto. I think in relation to the actual gameplay, it's not great. None of this I care about.
If there was something out there, it's gone now.
Like if you're not, I feel like it's one of those things. Like, I mean, you could be just bored or like just not interested in the gameplay, but like the lore's good enough where it's like it's fine, right? And like you could at least get into that element of it. But like I feel like if you're if that's gonna be the case, you know, it has to be some really good ass lore and stuff. It's like in this case, it's like the gameplay and everything isn't really strong enough, and it kind of like makes you even less interested in the game just by proximity. It's not that I'm saying I'm like ignoring like what's possibly good writing, but it's like, you know. I mean, imagine somebody has your balls in a vice, right? It's like, are you really gonna care about, you know, what they had for dinner or something when they're telling you like you're getting tortured or some shit? I mean, that's an extreme example, but it's like there's certain context and stuff where it's like it doesn't really add to the experience when the gameplay and what you're doing is kind of weak. Like you're like less immersed, right? Like I'm less immersed, so it's like I'm not as into the world. And then if they do kind of hit me with some writing, it's like you're already kind of fighting an uphill battle. Nice AI. I really need to let them hit me.
Let him have it.
This is the exact same. Super labyrinth. I was joking around yesterday when I said, oh, it's probably just this big crazy labyrinth because it's in the story. And by the end I was like, nah, this must be actually unique. Nope, it's exactly, there is just a labyrinth this big that they reuse. There shouldn't be anything interesting here. At the very end there might be like a new, 3 dudes in here? Yeah, 3 dudes, but like at the very end there might be a, like single, like new room probably to house the artifact, but that's probably it. Oh yeah, the house of cards. Oh, same house of cards. Wild, man. That's what I mean. It's like, how do you really get like immersed in this world? Unless it has like a really good writing when like the systems are just so at odds with that, immersion wise. I feel like I've already been here. Well, I mean, I literally have, but like, even within the level itself. My loot. I'm kind of tired of modding the weapons and stuff too. I think I'm just gonna ignore it for the most part, unless I get something I really like. Because if I'm gonna get like new ones or upgrades, it's like, well, then I have to fucking mod those too. So. Just gonna be arsed. Yeah, this is the new random cave. I've heard that hard mode's actually just more bullet sponges. So you just have to have more guns because you have less ammo. Which is pretty hype. I'd play hard mode if it was like Stalker. If it was more lethal on both ends, then it would feel a bit, I feel like the feedback and the tactics would be a bit better. Although I don't think the AI is good enough for that. It's really hard to like play around them because they're just like wild maniacs who instantly know everything. I mean, they suck. They're easy to like win against, but like they could easily get some kind of insta kill on you just because they're not something easily learned. Who knows? Alright, well, that was it. That was exciting. I've seen it before. Don't worry though, we've got a temple to do, the main story. Or do we? Where is it? Here it is. Well, that's not considered a main thing. I guess maybe you don't have to get these anymore. Why wouldn't you get the powers though? I mean, they're not fun to get, but like, they're like superpowers. I gotta say, the superpowers don't feel very strong regardless. I mean, I guess I haven't really used a lot on enemies, but I mean, they have such long cooldowns and costs. Like, this boost one's cool, but like, doesn't really feel that good. There's no momentum, there's like a pause kind of at the end. The powers get better 1,000 hours in. I mean, maybe some of them are cooler, but I don't know. Like the one where we're like lifting, like it feels like nothing around us getting lifted. But maybe we'll try it on enemies and see. Thing is, I'm playing from a distance, but most of these don't do anything for me yet. So we'll see what we get. I mean, I'm just using the one that lets me like zip through shit quicker. It's not the best feeling, but at least it's somewhat quicker.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Oh, they're like Starborn we're gonna have to fight now. Oh boy, got a ways to go.
Do you see anything useful?
I don't know why I'm checking this out. We've seen this a million times. I'm not gonna get them all anyways, so it's like fucking who cares. I guess it's a little XP. $120, not bad. Burns. Don't care. Is this pivoting?
Seeing this just highlights how little we still know about the Starborn and artifacts.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's crazy they just have the same minigame every time. Is there gonna be like a fight in 0G this time? Now that the Starborn know about us. This is still going? Dude, every time we get a new artifact, bro. Problem? You will enjoy the next procedural zone. You will fly through the hoops like in Banjo-Kazooie. You will have absolutely nothing new in between. A quicker way to move. And you solved my riddle, Superman. Just the Lex laugh, dude. The Todd Howard laugh. Superman 64 tier, dude. Yeah, now the story is me going through procedural areas I've already done and side stuff. Like I just went through the same labyrinth we did yesterday when we were testing procedural shit.
These temples are fascinating. I wish we had more time to explore.
My patience.
Oh wow, they did something new. They threw an exciting enemy after we got out. But yeah, we went through the same labyrinths and caves to get artifacts where they just throw a room in at the end with an artifact and then you just do these again. And that's just been the story. It's wild. I don't know if they just thought their procedural stuff was so good that you just would want to like engage with it for like a long period of time in the main story, but actually insane. I mean, it's mostly just running in empty areas. If I at least had like some kind of ride I could upgrade or modify, like some kind of, you know, moon rover that like you could change and customize to like go through environments differently. Or the environments were different enough I could whip out like different cute little moon rovers or something, then that'd be cool, but kinda. I mean, it would still be kind of like dull. It'd just be like a Lego thing at that point, but like it'd be something, right?
Comfort in the idea that the odds of something killing us here are at an all-time low.
Why would that be an all-time low? Why wouldn't they come here?
Look at how far we've come. It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
Agreed. We should not abandon our mission when things become difficult.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need
I hope I have to
hands.
manually go mine materials, dude. That would be the fucking ultimate.
Console parts, replacement wires that have burned out, some fixes to the intercom between the station and the lodge. Won't be going alone. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on
We're
their
just
way
gonna have
out.
to do manual fixes.
I have things I wish to discuss with you. I'll be heading to the Eye to assist. It's good to be checking in. I'll be heading to the Eye to assist momentarily. It's good to be checking in on Vladimir.
Ever since I
We
got
don't
here,
visit
this
often
has felt
enough.
like
See you on the eye.
these people are family.
We're supposed
I
to
hope it
talk to
feels that
these
way for you.
people,
I
but
know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we stay safe, okay?
are we gonna all just happen to be on the eye for something and then we're gonna all get attacked or some shit by the Starborn? Some reason to get us all together to have some Starborn bullshit. Well, they want me to talk to everybody, but everybody's leaving, so. Oh, is this the sniper? Furious hard target. Yeah. Oh, mag sniper's the one. Maybe this is a variant, yeah. This is the most sniper I've seen. Recent. And I'm level 30, so. Put it on for now. 50 caliber. I'll keep an eye out. I'm stuck with 0.6 weight of books because I stole those earlier. You can't remove quest items even if I done another quest yet.
The eye is open to you, Constellation.
Whoop. I'm paying attention. Press the undock.
Hello.
Check in on everyone. Okay. My companionship.
Hey, mind helping me weld up some of these panels? It's coming up here. We should visit Vlad more often. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh boy, better talk to Vladimir.
That's it.
I didn't do it.
Hmm? Oh, sorry. Was doing the tally's work in my head. Inventory on the station. You color the wrong wires. Station showing red. Nastier than I measured. Figured a few of the parts might be iffy, but this is...
I won't leave you hanging, Vladimir. Cora and I can stay with you until the eye is back to 100%.
No need for the martyr's clothes, but I'm happy to have the help. As for you, while we're giving the eye the sorts, need to tip your ear on another matter when you got the time.
Hey, good to see you.
Don't want to worry anyone, but we got more competition. Not Starborn, rival collector. Captain Petrov owns a salvager vessel called the Scow. Runs it like a palace of novelties. And he's got a new prize in his collection. Reached out through my hand-to-hands to see if we can do an honest swap. He says the rock ain't for sale for any price. Think we're gonna need a crowbar and bag for this one. Left the life of a Jacobons behind myself. I know what I'm asking. But I see a clutch prize not up for the prying any other way. Not sending you lone hook on the job. I want Sarah with you on this one. You two will be foot to foot the whole way.
I don't want Sarah.
Make sure you're ready.
She's not sneaky either.
Catch a smile out there.
Okay.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Got it.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Is it lady? Yeah, fucking break. Is it about the Starborn? Everybody's got their let's talk about the Starborn dialogue.
I wanted to talk to you, but the Starborn's technology is simply Yes, I suppose I am. You do understand this is humankind's first contact with what we could learn so... That's what disturbs me. Can't be a coincidence that these Starborn suddenly... We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts. It's very disturbing. Especially... Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the stock. I feel like a cadet.
I love how finding possible alien life was so unceremonious. There's just like some ship appears and they're like, hey, did you stop doing that? And we're like, no. Okay. And then they just appear randomly as like complete humans but like made of light, and then they just shoot you and then they disappear into dust. Like that's it, man. Like the most like just dull possible. I don't even know if they are aliens.
No, not time travelers. I don't... Their name alone, Starborn. There's some... Whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation intends... To a degree, yes. Every bit of exploration comes with inherent risk. Thank you. You know, it's funny. When I was a little girl, I'd lay on the ground and stare. I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed.
I don't care.
Listening, waiting for the secret to be whispered in my ear. This encounter with the Starborn is that moment to me. The stars are finally whispering, and I need to hear what they have to say.
Okay. I'm not flirting with you.
I knew I could count on you. Well then, I've Just do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you. Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like you were being pulled across the entire galaxy? Well, it got me thinking, so I don't... Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described... Unfortunately, no. Other than you... I have to admit, though... Really? After reading those journals, all of the... She absolutely was. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Yeah, I thought so. You know, Aja and I logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. But it was the journey itself.
Of course, journey. I find the journey boring, but I live for the destination.
Exactly. For me, there was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend.
She likes the quieter moments,
while
but
listening to Aja spin vivid
you
stories
should also
to
take
fill
crazy
time.
risks.
Oh, I find
to
that
find
sort
out
of
the truth.
cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. I'll take that as a compliment. You know, all this talk about Aja... I respected her, and I can... Had that been true, I would have resigned my post and moved to Paris. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far... Well, I don't expect you to be... You see, it's clear
dialogue,
that
man.
we share the same hunger.
I'm just not interested. Half of it's just like, I would never say anything close to this shit. Like, goofy.
Good. Anyway, that's all I had to discuss for now.
That's supposed to be like her companion quest. Did we like unlock these or something? Vasco, do you have a companion quest?
If you feel it is necessary, I will answer your questions truthfully. Unlike you, I am incapable of lying. Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. I have been programmed to comprehend all modern and ancient human languages. The only exception is body language. My body is crafted from reinforced metal, and therefore incompatible with such forms of expression. Logically, I believe the correct answer to be the airplane, followed shortly by the computer. Humans could not have become a spacefaring species without them. Illogically speaking, I am inclined to believe that books were your greatest invention. I have spent a good deal of time processing works of science fiction. They make good case studies in how your species could have made a mess of its entry into the stars in different ways than you did in reality. This is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience enjoyment. However, I find that the music of ancient Japan has a pleasantly mathematical sound. The same is true of the works of European composers from the Baroque period. I have dedicated significant time to processing these compositions and understanding their structure.
Here we go, man.
I am looking at one. I hope that was a suitable response.
Yes.
Constellation did not equip me with a sense of humor. I have done my best to mimic Barrett's.
Better than I expected. Didn't expect them to take a dump on you, man. It's good. Like I planned on doing the companion quest, but fucking hell, man. They're not really interesting. So I'm like, I almost like, do I even want to bother? I mean, I guess I will. But... Guess nobody's on our ship. Just her. Or they're hidden in some fucking panel somewhere. Like how Sarah has nothing to say about us going on this mission. Disable the engines, lock your way in.
You don't have business with the scow. Our captain is not taking visitors. No one uninvited boards the scow. Captain's orders. No. Hey now. We're not looking for trouble. All right. I'll clear you to dock. Keep yourself out of trouble, or we'll have every hired gun in the cargo bay after you.
Okay.
It's good to be back on board.
This is not a place that's probably nice to be.
Who let you on board? But Petrov was done hiring mosquitoes. Or maybe you're after something from the captain's collection. Well, he calls us some old Earth term. Oh yes, the Rock. He's not selling it. But if you want to hear him laugh in your face personally, go right ahead.
Special rock indeed. Very clever.
Go on then. Trade it for some dusty hauling ore from the fringe. Was glad when he left. It's all shakes and muttering. Strewn about all over. The good stuff's locked up in a vault for Petrov's own personal viewing pleasure. And before you ask, Petrov's the only one with the keys, so don't try bribing any of the crew. You'll just waste your money.
Why is your head so small, little man? He's just big armored, bro.
Petrov's got a whole little alien zoo.
Why is that guy standing in the corner staring at a fucking
But the locks on
wall?
the cages are pretty high end. Thankfully.
This guy looks like he just rolled out of Fallout, man.
Oh, damn cold here. Going to need a hot cup of coffee after this.
Oh, wow, that was awesome, Dial. I liked it. Like, there's a time and a place, man. Just walking right past these mercenary guys. Oh, damn, it's cold here, bro. What the fuck? Just like, don't make the dialogue if it's gonna be goofy as shit, dude. Oh, kept it, Joe. Might make me some. I got some coffee here, but not very good. I mean, I get more XP if I shot my way through. But everybody's a goody two shoot, so. We'll play it their way for now. Hey, waking up early? Yep. I agree. It's even got a vending machine. I can break into these. I just don't know if I care. I'm sure there's a magazine somewhere in this place, but I'll be more trouble than it's worth.
A lot of the guards here are bounty hunters, smugglers, or salvagers.
There's gotta be something to do around here.
Can I steal from these ones? Are they sealed up? Like, there's probably good stuff to steal in this shit, but I'm like, I don't want to go through all the trouble. I probably not. I don't really care if I could actually use it.
Got work to do.
Yes, what? Well, gentlemen, we have a newcomer. Place your bets. I'll go with buying. 100 credits says they leave with one of the captain's glorious golden statues. You know those are colored aluminum, right? I say selling, but nothing the captain wants. You win, Bull?
Yeah. Count me in. I say selling.
cargo hold of all the oil paintings. All fakes.
Bold. I like it. Us? We're in, acquisitions.
She means we hunt things down and steal them.
From bad people. Mostly. A lot of these old relics the captain collects don't have legitimate owners, so it's sort of right by possession, you know? And we help with the possession part. Oh no! Looks like we all lose.
Including you, newcomer. The captain's obsessed with that damn rack. Got it in the vault and everything.
You know, I hear that vault got made on the cheap. Quiet! Quiet! No spilling the captain's secrets.
At least not for free.
Oh, we would never do that. We love our captain.
We love his money.
Oh, yeah. Right. Hand over the credits then. Let's talk. I hear the back end of the vault butts up against the old conveyor belt system.
Crew says those walls were just meant as partitions. They're thin, held up by a few old security bolts. A laser could just cut right through them.
Not that you would, being a respectful guest of this ship and all. You hear about the zoo? Captain went through a phase, and now there's a whole mess of alien wildlife in cages below deck. They don't look happy there at all.
They're in cages. Why would they be happy? And how can you tell? They're aliens.
I don't know. They just seem sad when I look at them. Anyway, the technician for the cages quit recently. And I have it on good authority that the password is now Idiot Captain. Worth a chuckle if you want to try it.
But don't, because those aliens might kill everyone.
I don't plan on having any fights breaking out.
I mean, look around, you know? This ship kinda says it all.
He's a self-obsessed megalomaniac with delusions of grandeur.
I don't think that's fair. He's just eccentric, like a best friend who's great in really, really small doses.
One thing he's good for is steady pay. He knows how to spread the wealth around.
Oh no, God no. Each of us works solo. We'd kill each other if we had to team up. I actually think it wouldn't be so bad. We hang out all the time.
This raptor
Exactly. I got precious little separation between my life and you two as it is.
The three amigos, man.
You hear there's alien creatures on board the ship? Captain calls it a zoo.
Mm-hmm. Where's this conveyor belt?
You know, people say he's mad, but I like Petrov. Runs a good ship.
Any magazines, bro?
Enjoy your time on board the Scout.
Would be really funny to just never say anything to him and just steal it and be gone.
You meet Vadik yet? The captain's right hand? I've never seen a man so exhausted.
My first credit. The eccentric collector in space. Oh. Oh, nice. Got his vault key. Didn't even count as stealing. Contraband. I don't know if I really need the money, man. Could take it and sell it, but then I gotta go to certain places. Affects fast travel, so I don't know. I have so much money, I really care. This is the zoo. Don't need to go that far. Probably get in and out of here without any action.
You meet Vodek yet? The captain's right hand. I've never seen a man so exhausted.
Damn, I said the same thing.
You're not worth it. Oh, last mistake you'll make.
Really, you don't want to talk to them. Don't know why.
You're not worth it.
Guess it's off limits. Yeah, talking is not allowed on the ship.
A lot of the guards here are bounty hunters, smugglers, or salvagers from the fringes.
Yeah, I know, somebody just said that, but with a different voice. Why they paid two people to say the same shit. This is like semi-linear. Can I get to the other side from here? Like you might like have to go through this bit.
Did you hear there's alien creatures on board the ship?
$10. Huh. Wonder if it'll be any good. We'll find out.
You know, if it were
Yeah. That's probably smart.
You're lucky I'm busy.
How am I supposed to get past them without killing them? Is there like no option to? I can have the aliens do it, but they're really not gonna give me an option to just sneak through this whole thing. Or is there like another entrance somewhere?
Left him there to die.
I haven't seen a lock picked that easily since I traveled with Vladimir's soul.
Okay. What's happening, man? Yeah, it's funny because there are off-limits areas in this game, but usually it's just that the door is the legal or like trigger, and then they just don't care after that. Like, what do they just assume you're in here as you're supposed to be?
They're gonna pay one day. All of them.
Alright. There's no back way through here. Wait, one sec. Yeah, I'm really curious if there's gonna even be a way to stealth around shit. I mean, I could probably go persuade the dude to let me have it or something, maybe. But we'll see. Anybody playing Lies of P? I figure I'll probably play it. Maybe that'll be coming after this at some point. Seems alright. Oh, it's very similar, yeah. So I can't blame you if that's one of the reason for, yeah. Figured. Like, I like the aesthetics and stuff, and yeah, I wouldn't hate doing a Souls thing. They passed on some of the other Souls clones this year, like Wo Long or whatever. We'll see though. There no like pacifist option here. Other than talking. Yeah. I'll be doing it on Game Pass. We'll see. Blasphemous 2 and Prodeus probably be my next one. Maybe I'll do that afterwards, or I mean, we got other stuff like Sea of Stars and plenty other new shit this year. I'm gonna bust through, so. Can talk to his right-hand man.
Talk to Petrov. His gloriousness will guide you.
I'd rather not. I kind of wanted just to like never have to talk to this loser, because I think it'd be funny.
You know, people say he's mad, but I like him. Runs a good ship.
But like, it looks like I have to shoot people no matter what, unless I do this. I know it could be very difficult to unleash a couple of aliens. They're not even that many. I don't know if they'd make it around here and kill these people.
Got work to do.
Can't I just kill them? Doesn't matter.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
And they're scavengers, they're not necessarily like evil.
Did you hear that?
Oh, everybody heard me. You like have to shoot your way through. No like sneaky way. Like a back way in where I don't have to deal with these people. Jesus, did I really need them to tell me about this direction? Hey, are you gonna let me out, Sarah? Jesus Christ, dude. Why would we take Sarah anyways and not the stealth check? Why did they force her on me? 'Cause it's been a while since we had a forced Sarah mission. Imagine picking the Lone Ranger perk when they force party members almost all the time. Am I allowed to be here or something? Oh, I think I am. Alright, I shot that person, bro. Don't mind me just blowing through that wall. Big shit, man. The Wolf Among Us and Fables creator and clashes with DC and puts entire franchise into the public domain. What? Like Peter Molyneux? For Fable? That sounds like some epic gamer shit. The cookies. Oh, okay. Oh, I can reject them and still read it. Cool. Bill Willingham. Oh, the Fables intellectual property. Okay, that's the name of like that IP. I see. I thought it was like Fable, like Fables, you know, like the Peter Molyneux. I gotcha. I thought it was like them working together somehow. The comic book property called Fables. Including all spin-offs and characters now in the public domain. Out of reformed trademark and copyright laws, this counter radical transformation is mine. He doesn't like how DC is anymore. He's taking a dump on Telltale's first Wolf Among Us. That's funny. They had no obligation to protect the integrity and the value of the IP. Radically altered shit. They never had to pay him for that either. So it wasn't in the original agreement. Jeez. Yeah, I'm sure that game is more popular than his fucking his comic. I can't blame him though. Fucking public domain it. If I couldn't prevent Fables from falling into bad hands, at least this way I can arrange it that it also falls into many good hands. Like, hey, Telltale, fuck you. Aren't they making a second one? Get fucked, I guess, man. I'm down. I mean, I thought the game was fine. But I mean, I get it as the creator. That's a lot of bullshit going on there. It's a long time later, though, man. Hasn't it been like, yeah, like 10 years? Damn. Yeah, that's a pro gamer move, dude. Or an anti-gamer move, right? Fuck gamers. As Fable's creator. That's not what he said. I'd like if that's what he said. That's funny, man. Ask her. This better be worth it, dude. I already fucked on this. Oh god, when you have a vault and then you fucking pick more shit under lock and key in the vault. This game has a lot of that, like, hey man, here's a locked door, and then there's like 20 more locked things behind the locked door, and you're like, oh my god, it's like too much, man. Especially for how like much time and possible failure there's in this minigame down the line. It's fucking old, man.
I see you've done that before.
Wow, it's nothing. You could like turn off the lights in this game, brother. Did they see me just now? A lot easier to sneak around by murdering people. Don't worry, there'll be no bounty for that. Just a little bit of murder. What the fuck? This stuff just sucks. Just like pots and pans, brother. What kind of shit is this? Sentimental value, I guess, huh? A circuit board. Okay. That won't work. Alright. Skyrim. It's probably my least favorite, but that's the lockpicking minigame. In like a vacuum, it's not like horrible, but like it just takes so much time, and it's so just kind of like annoying. Because like you really don't want to have to memorize every single step down, so you just kind of roll with what looks like it's reasonable, and that usually works, but not always, so you'll have to like restart the whole thing sometimes. Or it's like there's kind of just like a skill to like Oblivion's and like a feel, you know, like Skyrim and shit like that. Actually, I don't remember Skyrim's as much. Right? I'm thinking like Fallout. Oh, same thing, yeah. That's right, it was the same thing. Or like you kind of just like feel that out. It's like quick. It feels like you're actually like lockpicking something. This is just like, this gets really fucking long. And I mean, I think it depends on frequency. I think in this game there's too many times you'll lockpick something then have to lockpick 30 things right behind it. If it was just occasionally, it'd be alright. But sometimes you're lockpicking into rooms with nothing. Or like I said, lockpicking multiple things to get loot that's not even like good. And like it takes a while. And like there's a skill to it in a sense, but like I said, it's so kind of like tedious. You'll sometimes forego like some of that skill to just try to speed it up. Like it doesn't help you out that like most of the loot's randomized, so like you'll open something and just be like, okay, like I just opened this up and it's like a 1000 value helmet. Like it just doesn't even matter, right? They just lock random shit up. I got a bounty anyways? You just get a bounty for taking this no matter what? Is there no way to just like sneak in, get it, and leave? There's not even like a camera. Does he just magically know? Oh, what the fuck is this, man? At this point I might as well just killed everybody. I mean, he should know it's us because we're fucking literally docked onto a ship, but... Like, I'm just trying to see if there's more cute ways to do things in this. Like, I could just shoot everybody. It really wouldn't matter at all. Yeah, there's like nothing in here. So how do they know? Can I put something else on it? Is there like a camera? You really just take this and then you get a fucking bounty and then everybody knows? That's it. I guess I should go talk to the guy. Great. Jesus, dude. Like I said, just a very inflexible world. Like, they have this whole thing where you pay to sneak down here and grab this, and it's like, for what? You still have to shoot your way out. More shot is good. I could go for some. But I'm putting the old car in the shop later today, so I don't want to take it out too much. Alright, well, they really want me to talk to this loser, so let's talk. Have any booze?
I wasn't aware.
It's very eccentric.
Wadik, you didn't tell me we had visitors.
We have visitors.
Excellent. Now that you've gone to all this trouble to get here, you should make yourself at home. Relax. Kick up your feet on the tables. I don't care, they have scorch marks on them anyway. Oh, flattery, huh? My favorite pastime, huh? Between you and me, I do have something very special in the vault. Ah, but my jealous heart knows no bounds. I want to keep it all to myself. Tempting. I do love showing off. Now, no need to... Oh, you do have a point. Very well. What's a quick look going to hurt, huh? I know. People look at me and say, Petrov, your whole ship is a testament of splendor. Why do you need a special vault?
Talk to Petrov.
Well, all I can say is that even the greatest collection needs its own private viewing area. Plus, between you and me, there are thieves everywhere. So I spared no expense. Every door between me and my treasures is painful, but that is the price of security.
What is he gonna think when all the doors are open and people are killed, man? Is he just gonna ignore him? I mean, no, Bethesda's gonna completely ignore it.
This ship and I have been through some adventures, I'll tell you. I once collected salvage from a Deimos Celestial class while it was exploding. The crew was scraping scorch marks and bits of metal off the hull for weeks. And of course, there was the time I accidentally steered the 50 pirates.
Where are they at, brother? So he does notice. But does he get? No, it's me. Okay, he does.
Wait! I surrender! I surrender! Don't kill me!
You left us with little choice.
Ah! I see it now.
Little choice. I mean, he gave us plenty of
You're
choice.
in love with the artifact, just as I am. Oh, a cruel fate brings two people of the same kind together. Go then. Leave my ship with your heart's desire. But the United Colonies will know of your descent into petty piracy. C'est la guerre.
I didn't stock up on junk.
How else are you going to get this?
Here we go.
Maybe you could persuade him to just give it to you. Well, everybody knows I'm here.
Thought you could sneak up on me. Get another!
Now, do I still get a bounty if I take it? I'm curious if there's like any way for him to just give it to you. Maybe if you haven't blown open everything and you just persuade your way through. Nope, you still get a bounty. Bravissimo. How do they do it, man? Are they so good at making games, man? Well, let's see what happens if you just... We're just exploring the options. There's clearly very
you on board?
few.
Oh yes, he's not selling it.
Special rockin'.
Go on then.
Like, there's a bunch of ways to, like, open the aliens or get into other areas, but, like, it doesn't really matter, because as soon as you steal it, you get a bounty. Even though you could steal all sorts of shit without getting caught left and right, man.
Welcome to Petrov's
But like for some reason that particular one, if you just take it, it's just over, man. This is bizarre, man.
Excuse me.
You know, if it were up to me, we wouldn't let people on the ship we haven't vetted personally.
Excellent.
Waiting for him to finish his fucking canned dialogue.
Oh, ho, ho. Between you and me. Tempting. Now, no need. Oh, ho. Very. I know. People look at me and say, Petrov, your whole ship is a testament of splendor. Why do you need
It'd be hilarious if there was no way to do this peacefully.
All I can say is that even the greatest collection needs its own private viewing.
I do think it's funny that like there's no way to do this seemingly without killing people. If you don't just do persuasion. I feel like it's always like persuasion or you end up just blowing everything up. There's no like just sneak through or find an alternate way or talk to somebody else. Like there's options in this more than most areas, but like it still ends up ultimately being kind of limited.
The war between me and my treasures is painful, but that is the price of security, huh? Que sera? Just a bit further. This ship and I have been through some adventures, I'll tell you. I once collected salvage from a Deimos Celestial
But now he's too fast, man. It's
while
funny.
it was exploding. The crew was scraping scorch marks and bits of
Like they can never get it just right, man.
weeks. And of course, there was the time I accidentally steered us into a UC Navy vessel after a particularly uproarious celebration of my latest acquisitions of fine art. But we were wedged perfectly between their two thrusters and were able to just kind of push them back into the star yard for repairs. And now, the moment itself. Ah, beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him. That holding it for the first time was like drowning in your own soul. Alas, I've held it several times, and my soul is still breathing, devoid of any such enlightenment. Why, yes, he did. Oh, no. No. I can't. This one is mine. And it's only fair to warn you. Hands off. I would hate to sour our new friendship by becoming the victim of piracy.
We're not taking anything, unless you make things unreasonable for us.
I'm afraid not. I'm easy in all things, except my collection.
Is there, you have to, is this just part of the story? You have to become a criminal, dude?
Then I suppose it's just a question whether my immeasurable love for my collection and my crew of hired cutthroats is enough to stop you. Go ahead. Make a move for the artifact. Let's see what happens.
You've done an admirable job of trying to keep your cool, but I'm afraid the captain isn't going to listen to reason.
You came for what is mine. Let's see you try to take it.
Okay. No persuasion. Precognition.
Does it hurt when you do that?
We both desire the same thing, but only one of us can get what they want.
Abandon their weapon. How much does this cost? There's actually no clever way to do this. Yeah, I love how the anti-gravity is just pure ass. Man. I wonder if I steal it, if he'll just be like okay with it. Let's find out. Did I get a bounty from it? Yeah. Why would everybody be okay with us stealing? Like, Constellation goes pretty hard, but they're not like going that hard. I'm actually curious if there's just like actually no way to do it. If it's like just part of the story. That would be hilarious. Yeah, I don't think you got a choice. It's funny, I guess we just gotta go pay off the bounty. Alright, man.
Wait! I surrender! I surrender! Don't kill me!
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind like a story where I just play as like a I'll do anything to get something asshole. Like this guy I don't even think is like technically a criminal. Like they're potentially criminals. But like I think he's just a scavenger. Like, I'm sure he's broken some laws, but it's like, just kind of funny, like, when everybody's a goody two-shoes in the constellation, that we're just like, okay with this.
Get out now. We give you our word.
Done! Stand down!
Get out now.
Jesus.
Get out now.
Get out now.
Filthy pirate. We're not gonna forget this.
I guess you
You're
just...
lucky the captain's a coward.
Maybe this is just a tutorial on bounties? We're still getting like tutorials? Like they make you get a bounty? Like get rid of it? Very interesting role-playing here. You will become a criminal. I mean, I still shit all the time, so it's not like it really matters, but... Not really a good look for Constellation either, it's so odd.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
And how do they know? Like, how do they, like, let the UC know? It's funny that even when you just take the thing, dude, when nobody's there, they know. Somehow. Like, there's not even, like, an alarm that goes off, right? I hit the wrong button. Particle turrets. Whatever those are. Can I just kill him? What the? What? No bounty on that. Can I pay off bounties in like these locations? I mean, you could probably make your own bounty thing. I feel like they haven't really built up this like lawless, like you could just pay it off and you're good kind of thing. Like I said, everybody's such a goody two-shoes on this team too. It just feels so odd, man. Like I'm not against having a story where you gotta do shit like that, but it's like it doesn't fit in like any way. Can I pay it off at Freestar? I doubt it. Do need to sell.
Sorry. Spaceport's always.
And we just killed everybody there. Yeah. But stealing that thing was the
Never
bounty.
ever go outside the city.
That somehow they knew immediately. How do I pay a bounty board without getting caught? Where? I have to like build a bounty board somewhere. I pay it like from somewhere. It's also annoying.
I feel for the folk in the stretch. I try and give a credit or two to the low house.
You should try Kilburn's beer. It's brewed in the city, and it ain't bad.
Those missions. Yeah, you can make your own. Probably wouldn't get caught there. I'm actually curious, if I just warp to town and just try to pay the bounty in the town they want me, can I just do that? Will they even like notice me? I mean, surely otherwise what would be the point of the bounty system? Or can you pay it in other systems like this? Is there like an inn in this place? I think that's really funny, man. They make you steal from there. He doesn't even seem that unreasonable, man.
The trade authorities, I run the branch. So many little details.
Do you have business with the trade authority? Now you're speaking.
Bizarre. That shit
Tequila City is
sellable.
bustling. I'm sure something will catch.
Sell from ship inventory. Oh. Does it actually up the mass of my ship? I don't want any of this crap. Mochi. Lentils. Yogurt. This is just shit lying around the ship, I guess, man. I don't know if that adds to the weight. It's like, I don't care, man. I'm not looking around my ship. Where's the bounty board, Nakila? Aquila. Where it be?
You don't need to wear your helmet on this planet. You know that, right?
Yeah. Thanks.
We
Dumb
need to
fuck.
be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashes.
People around
Barracks.
here they're wrong.
People around here. Enhance. Where's the bounty board in this place? It's at the outside bar. First place I checked, I must have missed it. Yeah, my criminal record's cleared for 500 credit. For stealing. Mass murder though? Not a problem. I wonder if they're even gonna mention that I fucking blew up his ship after I left. It just doesn't matter. I like how we're willing to resort to just stealing, man. They didn't even attempt to make the guy look like just pure evil. He was just an eccentric collector. He's probably done some evil shit, but it's funny, man. It's like, there's no way to just at least sneak in there, man. And not look evil. Wouldn't that just be bad for Constellation, man? It's funny, man. That is funny. What a bizarre story. Bizarre quest. What if you were trying to play this as like, role playing wise, as like some good dude? You just have to do it, man. Maybe there is a way, I don't know. A little piracy. We do a bit of piracy here. I want to get this one. But I have to get hit by energy. I never find it. Well, this is maxed out. Do you not have to put a point into the last one, or did I accidentally put a point when I didn't mean to? Maybe the last one's free, bro. So I grabbed this when I didn't mean to. Didn't even want it. 5% chance to ignore physical damage or health is low is like really bad. Imagine you're at 1 health and then somebody hits you with 30 shots from a machine gun and then you're just gonna die anyway. So it's like maybe you get lucky with 1 big hit. It's like kind of pointless. Put 1 into this and then 1 into weightlifting or something. The airborne one, but like this shit barely bothers me. Increased jump height, run faster for combat sliding or mantling. Faster in 0G. The combat slide's so bad. I unlocked it, I took it right back. I just want to get to concealment. I really don't care about the rest.
Vladimir! Vlad, come in! Come in! The eye's gone completely dark. I can't reach anyone on the station.
Okay.
Noel, Starborn, came out of nowhere.
Vladimir, get out of there!
I think that's what I got.
Said he was going to the lodge. Sam, he's still breathing, but oh God, all that blood.
Oh God.
Hello, Constellation. Are you there?
Hey, it's the hunter, the guy that we said was going to be a bad guy.
What did you do to our friends?
They call me the Hunter. And now that I'm here, your part in glimpsing the Unity is over. I'm already on my way. Say goodbye to your friends. It won't be long. Forget about us! That Starborn bastard is after the artifacts! You can't let him take them! Pack up the collection, move it somewhere they can't find it!
Vladimir's right. We need to fortify our position before that Starborn storms in. We move out once the artifacts are ready for transport.
Okay.
What about everyone on the Eye?
This is where the story begins.
I understand if you want to go, but I need you here.
I don't know how long it's gonna take to pack up the artifacts.
Defend
Hopefully
the
this will only
lodge
take a few
or
minutes.
go to
If
the
my
eye.
hands can stop
Okay.
shaking.
Everyone, find a place to take cover.
Where? Do you really expect them to barge through the front door?
Just don't stand out in the open, Walter.
Makes more sense to defend
Could
it.
you all keep it down? I'm trying
We
to
don't even know what's going on the eye, man.
work here. Walter, are you all right?
Walter. Spin. I just shoot it. Oh, of course not. I have an epic speech.
Hello, again.
I'm almost done. Just a bit longer.
There's never enough time.
Check the artifacts. Ignore them. Focus. Focus.
She's ready. Does anyone know what that video is? Bullets are bouncing right off.
I have all the artifacts. Everyone, follow me. There's an old escape tunnel to the well district. Come on.
Favorite. Persistence.
Okay. Okay. God forbid they actually let you win. Like, he just has a meat shield, bro. Okay. Unwinnable fights, fun. Yeah, really.
I don't know if he's gone, but we can't risk it. Get to the ship.
I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Epic run. Oh no, I'm afraid. I'm so afraid for the hunter. Am I just wasting my ammo? I guess so, dude.
You're in my way.
Kinda lame.
I don't even need it done. Can't take much more of
Oh,
this.
Jesus, lady, watch out. This really is just some fucking... He just doesn't die. I mean, just make him action invincible, man. I don't get it.
Oh wow, that watch is
I've
super
got
cool.
limited resources, but I try not to turn anyone. Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll suture them. All right.
Thanks. The only risk here is me accidentally killing innocent people for quests and shit. Oh no, he's coming. I better get out of here. We have to run. We can't stand and fight. Who's this? Oh, it's that one lady. Yeah. I'm out of here, bro. I tried to fight. Oh, too music. They're gonna be like, he's just too strong. How can we beat him?
Help the others. What if that Starborn is still alive? We have to risk it. We'll be dying there.
This fucking double music. Jesus, dude. What a shit show. Just the complete inflexibility of everything. You can't just kill him and he retreats and you get like a special little thing, right? Oh, did they recognize I did it and just didn't care? He just gave me a gun. What? They're like, hey, we couldn't actually make like options in this game, but we recognize that you could beat him. So the bad guy is going to like toss you a gun from space. Like shit, yeah. And what? I don't get it, man. It's a fucking game, man. I swear to God, they just fucking threw it together and just said, let's go, man. That's whatever happens, happens, man. Whatever we ship. At least they kind of noticed you did it, but it's like, Jesus, it's such a shit way of doing it. Yeah, I mean, Resident Evil 3 did that shit eons ago, too. You could choose to beat up Nemesis, and then, like, his gun, he dropped gun parts and shit, right? Or just make him invincible. Why are we talking to him? Because we had to have an epic story moment. Okay. Okay. Well, he just kind of said, fuck it. He's like, you know, maybe you're okay. Yeah. Alright. Are we gonna get asked by the government why the fuck we were getting chased across? Now it's a fucking UC issue, right? Isn't this a government issue? Innocent people are getting shot up. Are we just gonna not tell everybody? Does the UC see us take off and see this alien ship and they're like, walkie alien ship? I mean, even if they think it's a human ship, it could be a fucking, you know, what, you know, some kind of enemy weapon. It could be like Varun or some crazy shit. Like, are they just gonna ignore it? I hope nothing's changed back in the New Atlantis. I hope it's just exactly the same. To the T, man. Yeah, it feels like I'm about to get fucked, man.
Dad, come on. You
Sam,
have to keep your eyes open.
Sam, you've got stuff. I like how they showed his stats, dude.
It's Sarah.
Ooh, Sam, I don't care about you at all. No, this isn't. You need to get up, Sam. Get up. I can fix this. Is it?
Sam. Cora will be fine. Okay, Sam? We won't let anything happen to
Can you move? Can you talk? He's like,
Dad, get up! Get up! Please!
we have to go. These fucking lines. Jesus Lord.
Go away! I told him I hate you!
Oh wow, this is such deep fucking conflict in writing. Such drama, dude. Wow. Epic, dude. We had such an epic choice here, dude. To go for them or to go for the defending the place that was going to immediately get attacked. Jeez, dude. What a fucking crazy call. I feel so much guilt. Much drama. Oh yeah.
Okay, I admit, my famous personality wasn't so much help with this one. I'll be fine.
Okay. Alright, bring them all back from the dead or something with space magic, dude. Or some shit. We didn't even do his facts, his story.
He came out of nowhere. Thank you.
Maybe your daddy should have been not so shit.
You're alive. No tears for the old.
Sarah Morgan loved that. Okay. I don't care.
Vladimir! Oh, thank goodness. Where's Sam?
He didn't make it. They're talking to each other from fucking totally all this game. This game's going from like to like kind of bad. Just like it's so like this story is so bad, man, so far. Like what in the fuck, man? It's like they could handle it in so many ways. There could be so much like so many options, or just like at least like the delivery of it could be so much better. It's just like so bad instead, man. Like just the non-stop like temple visits, procedural areas in the main story, and then they like try to force feed this fucking drama, dude. Oh, you gotta decide whether you want to go to the spaceport or to immediately defend people. You don't even know what's going on up there. Why would you just run out on them? The guy can't be killed. He like throws you a laser gun. Like, I hate you. It's he had like 10 people up there, man. It's just funny, man. Like just the delivery of it all and the like what's happening and shit. I don't know if this is just where the story gets started or what, dude. Like holy fuck, man. It's just like insane. Now I'm just waiting for him to come back from the dead with my special powers.
We need to talk locks and bolts. Lodge and the Eye are not secure.
This is randomized who dies? Jesus, good thing I didn't like using him. Well, I can't do his companion quest.
Just means he's playing the waiting man's game. He'll be back once we've done all the work of collecting the other pieces.
The most time was,
He probably.
Okay,
but
nice
the
voice
fact
acting.
that they're competing with us to find the artifacts means they can't get them without searching.
So we put the artifacts somewhere in the fringe, or on something that can slip from their grasp if they do another strike from the curtain.
Keep him on my ship.
Fine idea. Starborn show up, you can burn helium in one spin of the grav drive to anywhere.
But I leave my ship sitting
Here.
undefended.
Keep the artifacts safe. I guess we'll meet back at the lodge after.
Okay, there are artillery. Yes, Sam. Oh, fisticuffs.
Go away!
Who has the most time with? You think it'd be her? I guess I did like a whole quest line with Sam. I don't give a fuck though. I hated Sam. And I hate this chick. The only ones I don't hate are the ones that are just kind of like a little bit more calm. That's goofy. Yeah, there might be some like friendship ones. I did start his like little quest, I think. Is this supposed to be sad music? Dude, Jesus, this sappy shit after that like completely dog shit trauma death. Like it's even on the same fucking level, man. Okay, so I get more attacks on me now. So if you make an outpost though, you can defend it there. Jesus, dude. I mean, it's just fucking hilarious, man. Like, there's no way anybody was like actually like super emotionally like like hanging on a thread by some of these, dude. Unrestrained vengeance. Just wild. Where it's just like this, they're attempting to make it this drama choice, right? Like any other game, like, oh, we gotta have the big choice or something, and it's just so uneventful and just goofy. Like, I mean, is the UC gonna care that it happened? Are we gonna include in the world on this, or do we just ignore it? I mean, they just open fire into the fucking like public, man. And we're just gonna walk back in like nothing happened? Or like at this point, it shouldn't like the people be like fucking swelling me. I mean, I hope just nothing's changed, dude. Okay, they don't let you warp there specifically. There's got to be like something. You can't just have a fucking full open into a crowd and then like nothing happens, dude. And this is after they make you turn to piracy too. It's just really funny, man. Maybe this is where it all gets started, man. Okay, people are attacked. Defense.
If you were a victim of the recent attack, please remain.
Is there another attack? Are we gonna have to answer for what happened? Why did they not like scan us when we came into the planet or like stop us from coming in? This one is like the second time this place has been attacked in like a few weeks. I mean, they clearly were after us, dude. We have something to do with it. Nothing? I mean, is the president gonna be here? Is this gonna lead to some kind of like, you know, inter-faction problem? Like, please gonna be here? Okay.
Installation has suffered losses before, although none quite so
Oh, okay, nothing really. Okay, nothing happened. Yeah.
If I may, I know our encounter with the hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now, but he said
Wild,
something
man. Like, you're
that
supposed
I
to
can't
buy
get
this
out.
world, man. You're supposed to buy the lore and the immersion, and then just open fire, and like it just doesn't even matter for you. We're not like some fucking government ran thing. We're just a bunch of fucks, like privately funded. Like now we're committing like crimes and shit too. But like nobody cares. What's Sam? Is it Sam Ho, Sam Joe, or whatever his name? Sam Hope, Sam Co. Like I even care about him, man. We barely had anything with him, and he wasn't even interesting. He was annoying.
My mind. Unity.
Like
Do
it
you
was some
remember
real
that?
choice, man. I don't know, man. It's like you could just see where they're attempting to make this some super sappy, like just horrible thing, but it's just none of it fucking sticks, dude.
Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important concept in Keeper Aquilas's speeches. It can't be a coincidence. The Sanctum has always believed that answers are out there in the stars. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all to take, but why not talk to him?
There's no harm in gathering more information. A visit to the Sanctum might actually be quite enlightening.
Thank you.
I hope
know
the
it's not much to go
answer
on, but
is
something about
God.
this feels right. I'll meet you over there.
I hope Jesus Christ himself actually comes down in his space cross or whatever, and is the actual answer to everything. It's Father Anders. No, it's Jesus, dude, under there. I don't want her in my crew. I hate this chick, dude. In the name of the Lord, Jesus is Christ.
It's good to be home.
Come, oh Lord, amen. It's good to be home, yeah.
Hey, I've been talking with the, you know.
Sure. No, I can't. I just can't. Oh, Jesus, man. It's fucking.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Just do what? Wait for the service.
I wanted to thank you. You seem to be acclimating. I think none of us were expecting. You have certainly become a vital part, if I may, from what you have seen. No, I do not. Many of the other members are polite, but I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked. Why should I be? It was necessary. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. I lack his charm.
Flirt.
Of course. You have... I know this seems trivial. By a group, Thank you. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I wanted to thank you for not... I know that you said you wouldn't, but... Indeed it was. And now, thank you for talking this over with...
Okay.
I'm not sure when things will feel... I look forward to it.
Good luck, Andreja.
Luck will not be necessary.
Alright.
If you need time away from here.
Yeah, I'm in mourning, dude. For fucking Sam Co. At least I'm getting a good laugh out of this fucking game, man. Jesus. I need some time away, man. I think I'm fucking mourning at my job or something here.
If I move back to Neon, I miss it.
We barely even knew his daughter, man. That's what's part of the funny shit, man. She's like, I hate you. I was like, what about everybody else that you've known for like half a decade?
Yes.
I like how the game is just so fucking revolved around you too, man. Yeah, it's just funny.
To the people they lost.
I just want to
but
keep
not
doing
the
the
people
story,
they
man.
killed.
Because it's so
Keep her
entertainingly
close.
fuck.
Can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps we should talk about this inside.
This is the correct religion. Any other religions? Wrong. I assume we have a lot of story left. Feels like it's just getting going.
Oh, now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you to
Take a break
here?
and go do factions later.
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe.
He seems pretty
Beyond
calm about
rational
this.
thought. We enter life as an
I
act
love
of
she's just
someone
standing
else's
there, dude.
faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway.
I love he just took this
So
like it's
you've
nothing.
pushed into the unknown, not knowing
Does
where
he
it
know
will take
about
you.
them?
And it's
Or
brought
is he
you
just
here.
like that calm, dude? That.
I think I can.
Ascended.
If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum,
Is this Jet's
of
voice
someone
actor
who
again?
walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but
Inherently wrong,
maybe
yeah.
it's more.
God wouldn't want that, right?
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again.
Wow, how
Or at
convenient.
least his grave.
That all of these different places and religions have a bit of a cipher or Da Vinci code or something in them to lead us to his grave. Why would we assume it's his grave? What a very specific movie he just thought up.
I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have.
I love she's just standing there.
The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. The rune worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently
Can we talk
for
to her
attacking
behind
sea
us?
ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the keeper. We need to catch
Okay,
up.
so this guy's been
And I
trying to
wouldn't mind
discover some
asking him a few more
mysteries.
questions.
Apparently. Hey, thanks for waiting. I'm gonna go talk to some Varun person. Not you. Not the embassy guy that we're on good terms with, but some fucking pirate.
You know I went to chef school.
Wow, you went to chef school? It's really fucking interesting. Maybe just leap out of the water, man.
They're always about
Hello again.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. If it's about the financial or food assistance program. Oh, you're not. Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
Going to our site, meeting notes to me. I want coffee and donut. Jesus, man. Who the fuck is writing this shit? Like, this is my, like, who would walk around and say this, like, snarky bullshit? You just picked the most fucking, like, annoying person ever, man. Yeah, you're just essentially playing it, yeah, as a Marvel character, some quippy, fucking, annoying, snarky, fucking loser. It's just...
I'm sorry, were you about to say something?
What a fucking, like, nuisance, you know?
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
I also hate the number 2 with the fiery bash. Wouldn't it have something to do with becoming like 1 or something? Is this just like Evangelion goop again? But like pulled by a bunch of fucking pretentious bastards. Fucking quippy bastards, man.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Okay. We still haven't met the actual disappeared maroon people, so I love that we're not held liable for anything right now, dude. Like, all of that shit happened and nobody's even mentioning it. Wild, bro. It's fucking wild, man. Our writers made it up. Like, it just... The government doesn't care. Nobody cares. We're just allowed to do whatever the fuck we want, man. That's totally fake. It's just bad on so many levels, man. Like I said, the forced drama, the unkillable man, the poor ass way of like giving you the reward for even possibly killing him. This like magical code Da Vinci code we found in like religious scripture out of nowhere. And this is all followed, this all follows essentially a fucking like Superman 64 like hoop minigame that you have to do 6-7 times after running through fucking empty procedural areas. And in between that, you run through procedural dungeons.
Being in small enclosed spaces.
It's just like, I guess that's what's funny to me, is that just, that's when I laugh at like bad shit really bad, or I laugh at it really hard, is like when you see all of these things in context and all these little building blocks of bullshit, and then they just like try to cinch it with this goofy fucking like story that just does not work, and I don't know, that's when it just builds up and I just laugh a lot, man. Like they think they can own any kind of like deep writing chops or emotional anything after just going on a fucking like procedural snooze fest, man. Barely knowing these people. Like maybe we could do his companion quest or something, who knows?
I have all the company I need.
I think we might have Sarah's now.
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant. The great serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less. Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight.
Jeez, man, I wonder if this
over
guy
120 rotations of the
anything
planet
to do with
they
the
are
dude
on.
we fought.
Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says.
Maybe not.
Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan
Maybe
knows
some
this
other
is
guy.
blasphemy and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless.
Okay.
Then we are done. Leave me.
Enlightening.
New Atlantis puts on a wonderful show of security, does it not?
Are you making fun of the people that just got shot up, Andrea? I don't understand.
Even when I see it with my own eyes, it is stupid.
Exciting follow-up to our dramatic death scene too. Part of me that's like, I should just bum rush the story and just call it good. Because the story's been so bad that I almost don't even want to grace the game with another couple days of playing the faction class. But we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Gonna switch entertainment out of the story. I'm also just kind of curious to run through it, but I'm assuming we'll get some more lulls.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system.
Jesus, are we really going with this? There's really a hidden number. Like, what if we changed how we, like, classified planets and shit since then? Or the way we labeled them? Or, I mean, I guess this, maybe it's not a technical thing. We'll see. We'll see. The second planet in the what says the.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates.
I mean, I guess if these religions popped up in the last 100 or 200 years.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Next planet I find I'm naming Dum Dum. What do you think? $500 million fucking dialogue there, dude. Jesus. Just don't write it if that's the shit. Like, you're gonna throw out. It's, like, what kind of role playing is this? I mean, really. I'm gonna say it.
Well, I suppose that'll make someone laugh.
Yeah. Wow. That was awesome. Like, there's so much snarky, quippy, like I don't even know how what do you call it? This kind of humor. It feels like how you explain it. You're not, dude? You're not sad about that? I'm supposed to feel fear and confusion and sadness and all that.
If you have questions, I'm happy
Now
to
we're
try
making
and
dumb
answer.
jokes.
But you do have to actually ask first.
God, why do they actually write this fucking annoying shit, dude? It's supposed to be immersive, but all it does is annoy the fuck out of you. They spent a bunch of money on every single NPC getting annoyed at you. Like, just, we know, man. We know that's not how conversations go, but I'm allowed to take a break. If you want it to be, like, immersive, give me, like, a timer. I don't know, dude. It's just like, what do you even call this style of humor? It reminds me of a particular kind of person, but this like really like safe, like kind of quippy, snarky, like kind of just like annoying humor. It's not like doesn't fit the moment. Like it's not like any way someone should be talking at like any point, even if you're like an asshole. I don't know if they're trying to like have a like good bad and then like crazy annoying bastard like personas or like what, man? I don't know, dude. Some of this shit you're just like, what the fuck? I mean, I usually just play it really straight, which is like boring, but it's like, Jesus, dude, everything else fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain. I don't know how you describe like a certain kind of like humor like that.
Yes, that's it. The second planet.
I just
in
don't
India,
fucking like it, man.
At 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the pilgrim's resting place.
I like how we just
And from
assume
there,
that's a thing, dude.
maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity.
Buddhism and
Before you go,
Christianity, and
you've
they
now
both
spoken to
share a
many
couple
different
numbers, and they both have a figure in them of a mysterious origin. That must mean it's a code for a fucking planet or coordinate on the like. Like, okay, like maybe if I knew more about these religions and some of these similarities have been like kind of building, or like there's some kind of mystery to it. We just show up to this guy and we're like, hey man, do you know anything about Unity? He's like, yeah man, I've been studying the Da Vinci Code here, and you know, this is, you need this and that. I know exactly the right people to talk to in this city, and you happen to have a fucking zealot locked up, and it's just so goofy coming after the Adam Jensen death, which is already goofy coming after the fucking most boring fetch quest ever, man. It's just wild. You think Bethesda can't make a worse main story, but they just keep managing to fucking just lower the bar, dude. It's wild. And I mean, like, I'd be fine with like an asshole if it was just like taking the piss out of itself, like having fun or something. But like, it takes itself so serious. Like, we're supposed to be like, the daughters, I hate you. We're fucking supposed to be in mourning. Like, if you need some time off, that's what it feels like. It feels like sometimes it's like safe, like corporate humor or something, right? Like there's like no teeth. This is like dumb and like like stupid shit like that, man. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right way of putting it, but snarky, annoying, like bullshit. I don't know. Maybe corporate's not the right word. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's just bizarre.
In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
What, do I have to be religious or not here? I don't feel anything about that. It's just, yeah, I guess it's just a word.
And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer.
God, they're trying to be
Will
so
that not
deep.
color your perception of it?
What are you even fucking talking about? What are we even finding, dude?
So you're committed to keeping yourself from seeing unity as anything?
Not really,
Well,
but
I won't keep you any longer.
buddy, I don't know what kind of fucking introspection you're trying to give me. But I ain't feeling anything about what we're talking about. This was just another video game breadcrumb trail, brother. Like, I don't think anything any of them said about religion was like terribly evocative. That made me like think in like any way. Like, I'm supposed to like sit here and be thinking about what does it mean to find the unknown and the mysteries of what are you expecting to find there? I don't know, dude. You're the one who made up the fucking Da Vinci Code quest line here, where we're gonna find some dude's grave, man. Shouldn't you be doubting your own fucking religion at this point if they all share some goofy similarities? I'm like, what do you think? Go play Oblivion, yeah, much better times, man. Like they fucking have the gall to act like there's some kind of like deep, like question they can ask after this fucking goofy ass quest line where like nothing of fucking value was said. There's really anything to actually think about. They did that earlier too, when it was like the chick versus the dude. Well, science is just wanting to know the answers. There is no, you know, human emotion of like discovery or some shit. I'm like, what? Like, that's not even how like that. That's like just fucking saying that humans have like no emotions. It doesn't even make sense, man. And then they're like trying to kind of like follow up on that in a way here, where it's like, it's just an objective, or like some kind of wonder, or is it like divine? I don't know. Can I just be like, it could be divine, it could be just a person, it could be a thing, it could be something outside of our comprehension? Why do I have to have some kind of answer for this guy? Why is there not a dialogue op in there? That feels like one of those things there should be like 8 fucking answers, dude. Instead there's like 3. Like, I'm a fucking cold robot. Jesus is gonna be there to fucking like personally welcome me into the fold. Or it's like, you know, nothing or something. It's just like goofy, man. Jeez, I gotta keep going with the story. I'm gripped, man. I'm fucking gripped. This is like Fallout 4, where like I hated the story so much I just didn't want to do anything else. I just like fucking just dropped it when I was done. Maybe that's where we're going, man. We'll see if there's a point where I feel like I can rip away from the story. My thing is like, if this feels like we've got a lot left, surely, but like, it also feels like maybe this is like the end. Like, I don't, surely not, because there's a bunch more artifacts we have to find, but it's like, it almost feels like it could be. I mean, we did just build the artillery thing, but it's like that's the problem, is like it could, it's like, it's so goofy in that way. Like, everything's been so low quality, I could see just some like crappy, yeah, like rush to the end kind of thing. But I feel like because of the artifacts, there's more to be found. I keep hearing about this game having some like new game plus 10 story bullshit too, so like maybe they just don't even go anywhere with it, and then you gotta play it like 20 times. Infinite content, dude. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, I mean, I'm not saying hopefully there's a lot left. Hopefully there's a lot left, because this story ending anytime soon would be hilariously bad. It needs to move into some kind of other arc or something, dude. Acquire the power from beyond. Do I have a power I can go get? Well, we might as well do that first, right? Or is that what I'm doing right now? Wait for the service. Wait, there's a thing here? Okay. 2 feet away. Just wild. Gotta get some more powers.
And your scan shows.
This is quicker to run. Quicker to jump. Whoa, man. Whoa. There's people giving this like a fucking 9, like a 10 out of 10. It's wild to me, man. It's insane. Like, I mean, it's fine if you have fun, I like what you like, but like, it's just, I can't agree, man, that's for sure. It'd be one thing if the story was bad, like in most Bethesda's games, but like, you know, the world's fun to mess around in and there's cool side stuff, but it's like a lot of it's kind of fucking bad, man. And the gameplay and like RPG stuff is not really that good. And a lot of the new stuff, like the ship fighting and building, is like either inconsequential, or the outposts are like inconsequential, or just like not fun, right? Just wild. You don't even have those things to like fall back on here, man. But hey, at least we got this fucking Superman 64 minigame, you know? God damn. There we go. God, I can't wait for the answer, right? With how the fucking story's been so far, dude. Oh my god, I can't wait to find out the answer to it all, man. What is this? What is it? It's gonna be so fucking pretentious and sappy or something. Like it's gonna be like we're trying to like mix Interstellar with like some fucking like some saccharine bullshit. I mean, that one was already like sweet, but I don't even know what to expect. All I know is it's gonna be. You can just feel it in the writing. It's gonna be something super pretentious, man. Yeah, it was love. I like that kind of shit, dude. Love. Mickey? Oh, was Mickey the guy? I never found him, I guess. If we go back, I mean, I'll do it. I didn't even know where he was. It's just Mickey, dude. Where is he in Neon? Neon's really big. Dude, I love it. I love it. Even in these scenes, the fucking NPC just kills it, right? I mean, not only am I doing the Manhattan pose, which looks stupid as fuck, but like the NPC's just like fidgeting around, kicking my head. It's just like you can't even just. Even this repetitive cutscene, they can't even get it right, man. This is the Astro Lounge, okay. Where is this brother, man? Mickey, dude. Thing is, if he's like on purpose bad though, like Goofy, then it's like, you know, that's on us, right? When the main characters are like annoying and goofy, you know, that's on the game, man. But it might just be funny just to do it anyways, right?
Are you working toward that next technological leap?
Am I supposed to have him like walking around with me? I mean, I could have the fucking adoring fan walking around with me. That'd probably be funny too, man.
one quiet day.
Mickey, dude. I assume he's at the bar.
Hello. Take it easy. We have plenty of Aurora on. Join me. Okay. Hello.
Mickey Caviar, dude. Nice hair, man.
Say, kid, how'd you like to hitch your wagon to a celebrity star? Hmm? That's right. The Mickey Caviar is in the market for a job, and you look like someone who could use a great ship's cook. What do you say?
I got you, dude.
Bummer. Who knew cooking was such an unmarketable skill? Maybe I could help out somewhere else. I got plenty of other skills, and I'm not.
He looked like the Petrov guy. He's got the same hair. Yeah, same barber, dude. Let's just fuck my shit up, Barbary. Barbary? What do you call it? Barber shop. The Bobbery.
Look at you. There's just one more thing I'd like to discuss. My salary. The New Atlantean paid their top talent well. I'm used to a certain lifestyle. Don't think I'm desperate, but you seem like a good kid. Then it sounds like...
Let's add him in, dude. I could get rid of her.
I'm gonna take a lap. Gotta sober up.
Shitpost dialogue. Let me try to add him.
Looking good, boy. Sure.
Mickey Caviar, man. This name's kind of funny, man. The Caviar, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's add a little spice to this game, right? Whether they intended or not. Wait for the service, bro. Yeah, I'm good, man. Let's see if we can find the secret of the universe before... Maybe Sam will come back to life before we, his service starts. I don't know if he comes back. I'm just joking, but... It feels like the kind of story where they would walk back any kind of dramatic moment they had.
This is nicer than some of the dumps you brought me to.
Thanks, Mickey. The Ubercast team. If only it would be that Kino. In his suit, dude. Okay, this is just some place. I hope he's wearing like a fucking like robe. Out here eating chunks. Okay. They're trying to write something so deep. I barely want to even grapple with it. What is the burden of people? Gonna keep trying, dude. Okay. Imagine finding out Jesus was still around and he lives like a fucking slob. So what, he's in time loops, alternate realities, is that what we're getting into? Something done a million times over. Which hey, is fine. Throw your own twist on it or execute it well. Well, we'll see. Cool. Good. We'll see. I mean, you know, what doesn't have multiverse these days, right? Yo, I have this like some Alan Wake shit. He's leaving behind the hunter, his